Welcome to Corey's Conscious Living. Hi, my little friends. Do you love the Heidi, Cherry, and Vaya stories that I make here on YouTube? If you want exclusive stories that you can't get here and you want to join the Cat Club, follow the link down below that says Cat Club, Patron, and you'll find out all the details about how to join the club. Enjoy the meditation, guys. Are you ready to meditate with Corey? Try and be super still and quiet in your bed. Relax your bodies. It's time to let go of your busy day so that you can fall to sleep and have the bestest dreams. Heidi was trying to wake up Cherry. It was time for school. It was time to get up for school. Cherry wouldn't budge. Heidi said, "Cherry, come on. The alarm went off 10 minutes ago. You have to get up. It's Monday. We have to go to school. We're going to go see our friends at school, remember? They're putting on a play today." Cherry, I don't want to. I'm so tired and it's cold. I put my paws outside of the bed covers and they were cold. I don't want to get up when it's cold. Heidi said, "The heating's going to kick in soon. Mum put the heating on. It'll get warm soon. Come on, get up. Or get in a nice warm shower." Cherry groaned again. "Oh, no, I don't want to. I want to stay in bed. I'm so comfortable and warm, and it's really cold out there, and I don't want to. And it snowed yesterday. It's so cold." Vaya was in the background. She was getting dressed already. She'd brushed her teeth. She'd defluffed all of her fur. She was going to wear her bestest princess dress. She had a new one. It was grey, and it had tiny little sparkly moons sewn all over it, like she was the night sky or something. She was going to wear grey gloves, grey shoes, and a grey headband with a feather on it. She had her outfit all laid out on her bed the night before. Vaya didn't mind getting up in the morning. She liked it. She was just one of those cats that naturally woke up quite early. And so was Heidi. Soon as the sky started to change colour, Heidi was up at the crack of dawn, wide awake and happy, probably reading a book. Cherry, on the other hand, was not a morning person. She just wasn't. She preferred, if she could, to wake up lazily, not with an alarm. Alarms are just awful, intrusive things. They should be banned from the earth. No, Cherry would like to just laze and open her eyes and then maybe close them again and have another 10 minutes nap. And then open her eyes and let them adjust to the light slowly. She liked to think about her dreams when she first woke up. She was one of those cats that could keep hold of her dreams and then close her eyes and change them. So she would purposely go back to sleep, half awake, half asleep, just floating in her bed. And she'd change the way that the direction of her dream was going. So if her dream was scary or something bad was happening, she would just go back in and say, poof. And all of a sudden she would escape. Or if there was something bad happening, it wouldn't happen anymore. It would turn around and be good. She was very good at manipulating her dreams. Cherry sometimes thought that dream world was better than real world. I was having a really good dream, she said. I was dreaming, right? I was dreaming. I was on this tightrope. Tightrope? Heidi said, tightrope. Yeah, that's it. Not a typewriter rope, a tight rope. I was on this tight rope, and I was walking across, and there was hundreds and hundreds of people down below, and they were all going, go, Cherry, 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 go, Cherry. And they were all clapping. I was famous, you see. I was in a circus, and this circus was famous, and they were travelling around the world, and they were famous, and I was even more famous. I was so famous. Cherry's telling Heidi and Vaya all this with her eyes still closed because she didn't want to open her eyes and completely lose her dream. And I'm on this tightrope, and I'm going across, and I've got this really awesome tutu on, and no one knows in the audience, but my tutu helps with my balance because it has like these weights on either side underneath it, and it makes me be able to do the tightrope so good. I'm like world famous, guys, and I'm tightroping, and I'm going across, and then I pretend to lose my balance. Just to get the audience going a little bit, to make it more exciting. And then everybody's like, ooh, oh, down below, and I'm like, because I know that I'm not going to fall. And then I get to the other side, and I do this big bow, and then one of those things come across in the sky, and I jump forward and I grab a hold of it. Trapeze, that's it. And I grab a hold of the trapeze, and I'm flying through the air. And as I'm flying through the air, not me air. As I'm flying through my air, no, well, it is my air because, I'm famous. I'm flying through the air, and my tutu flies off. So I have to go back to sleep. Because I need to change it. Because if everybody finds out that my tutu's a bit weighted on either side, then they might think I'm not so good at tighty roping. And I am. I'm the best in the world. Cherry closed her eyes as if she was really going back inside. Heidi said, no, come on, wake up. You have to wake up. Wake up, Cherry, wake up. You have to wake up. Come on, Cherry, wake up. You have to wake up. Come on, Cherry, wake up. You have to wake up. It was so annoying. So annoying. Cherry opened one eye and said, stop it. That's really annoying. Heidi said, yes, I know. It's like an alarm clock of sorts, but it's a Heidi alarm clock. And it just goes on, Cherry, until you get out of bed. Come on, Cherry, wake up. Cherry, wake up. Come on, Cherry, wake up. Cherry, come on. Cherry, wake up. Come on, Cherry, come on. Cherry pulled the covers over her head and hissed under the covers. She wasn't happy at all. It was working. It was distracting her from saving herself on the trapeze, from losing a tutu. I'm losing me tutu, she shouted. Heidi said, you know that you're really good with dreams, Cherry. You can just dream this tonight when you get in bed. Start all over again. Start at this point. Just take a picture of it in your mind and pretend that this is the point where you're going to start, and it can just stay right there in freeze mode. Cherry pulled her head from under the covers and looked at Heidi and said, that's actually quite genius. I'm going to do that right now. Cherry closed her eyes. And then she started to get all floaty again. and she felt herself falling away from the sound of Heidi's voice. It was getting further and further away. And there she was, flying in the air on a trapeze with a tutu around her ankles. She went one-handed, grabbed a hold of the tutu really, really fast and pulled it back up to her waist, and the audience cheered like it was part of her act. She waved and span around on one paw, showing off a little bit. And then she put her other paw back on the trapeze and thought about what she would do next. There was Tommy. Tommy was her partner in her dream. He was the most handsome cat. He was tall and very white, very, very white, with like a pale, pale green eyes. He was very distinguished and talked fancy. She liked that. It felt like she was dating someone from Downton Abbey. But she wasn't dating him. He was just her partner at the circus. She flew through the air, and he came towards her on his own trapeze, and he caught her paws, and the audience cheered. She looked up at his face. At this point, he was upside down. He was holding on with his back legs, very cleverly. And they were both swinging through the air back and forth. Cherry shouted, just to cause more dramatic suspense, "Take away the net!" There was a big giant net down below. This, of course, was part of her act in her dream, because there was an invisible net underneath it. Because if she was dreaming, she could dream whatever she wanted to dream, right? There was invisible nets underneath the real net that the audience could see. So when they took away, very dramatically, the net below them, everyone thought, oh, if they have an accident, they'll just die. This is terrible. Everyone cheered. It made it even more suspenseful, even more dramatic, even more worth their money for paying to get into the circus. These cats were risking their life. Of course, it was all an act. Then Cherry heard, "Cherry, come on, wake up. Cherry, wake up. Cherry, wake up. Cherry, 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 wake up. Come on, Cherry, wake up. Cherry, wake up. Come on, Cherry, wake up." It wouldn't go away. It started to really drastically affect her dream. Her paws were sweating. In her mind, Cherry was shouting, "Be quiet! I'm doing me act!" But for some reason, it wouldn't come out of her mouth. You know, sometimes how you scream or you talk in a dream and then all of a sudden you can't talk or you can't scream. She was just still, frozen, in midair, with no net. "Cherry, wake up. Come on, Cherry, wake up. Cherry, 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 wake up. Come on, Cherry, wake up. Come on, Cherry. Cherry, Cherry, wake up. Come on, Cherry." Ah! Cherry opened her eyes and pulled her head out of the covers, wide awake. "That is the most annoying wake-up call I have ever heard in my entire life. I'm up, I'm up, I'm up." Heidi said, "You're not up until you're out of bed." Up. Cherry got out of bed. "I'm up! And I really need to pee, so leave me alone." Cherry went into the bathroom to go pee. Now she was awake. She washed her face and brushed her teeth and went into the other room. And she was quite normal again. She was awake. She was Cherry, her normal, happy self. Morning, everyone. Morning. Oh, my goodness gracious me. I was having the most amazing dream, right? I was in this circus. She started all over again, telling them about her dream. Vaya said, oh, that outfit sounds so nice. I'd like one of those. Cherry said, yeah, it was lovely. You would have looked so nice in it. Anyway, tonight, when I go to sleep, I'm going to go back to that dream because I really liked it because there was this really handsome cat and he was so tall and so white, like brilliant white, like whiter than you, Vaya. Like, you know, sometimes how you look a bit cream. His fur was white, like snow white. And he had bright green eyes. Oh, he was delicious. I'm going to go back into that dream and I'm going to be even more famous. And I'm going to take you with me, Vaya. And you can be a trapezist and you can wear one of those fancy outfits. Vaya said, oh yeah, I'd really like that. Thanks, Cherry. And then they all got dressed. They went downstairs. They had some breakfast. The mum packed them a lunch and put it in their backpacks. They walked to school. And then they watched their friends in their play. Cherry decided that she would like to be in drama school one day and be a lead in a play. She thought that was her to a T. It would be perfect. I would be so good because I'm so good at everything, said Cherry. And then they hung around after the play and had lunch with their friends at school. It was a really nice day. They had a lot of fun, even though Cherry did not want to wake up. The end.